here. So today I want to talk about one of the reasons that you may be having an issue with losing weight. Why am I having such a hard time losing weight? I've done a lot of health histories with different people, and one of the common things that frustrates people is them trying to figure out why they can't lose weight. Why is it so hard to lose weight? Why am I holding on to this weight? If you are consuming packaged food, processed food, it is going to be really hard for you to lose weight. The reason why is it's processed food. It's not real food. I'm talking about the food where there's ingredients where you don't even know what it is. I'm not talking about the processed food that is more towards the scale of Mother Nature made and processed and what have you, and just minimally man processed, as I refer to it. The products that are highly processed, that are full of chemicals and man-derived ingredients, your body doesn't recognize it as real food. And because it doesn't recognize it as real food, it doesn't know how to process that. So what can happen is when the body is digesting or attempting to digest food that's not real, it has to do something with it. And what typically happens is that is turned into fat. If your body doesn't recognize something, the high probability of it turning it into fat is what you can tend to expect to happen. And another thing about eating processed food is because it's not real food, they have to add a lot of things in it, like sugar and salt, flavors that taste good, that send signals to your brain that, ooh, this is good, and it keeps you coming back for more. So that's added in to mask the flavor, the very artificial chemical-like flavor that processed food would have they not add in those ingredients. So if you're eating processed food, packaged food, for every single meal all the time, then that's not really helping you to lose the weight. It's going to be it's going to be a very difficult road, a difficult process to lose the weight if you're eating a lot of processed food. If your diet is full of processed food, your body is having some issues with breaking it down, because processed food tends to not be real food, and your body does not know how to process something that's not real. So some things you can do is start to eat and incorporate more fresh foods. Eat more fresh foods. Eat processed food that has ingredients that you recognize, that is lower in sugar, lower in salt. Because here's the thing about it, it's easier to add something to it, but you can't take away from it. So if you have a processed food item that has real ingredients in it, that you can read the label and understand what's in it, you can add some more, maybe some pink Himalayan sea salt to it, or some spices to it. You can add to it, you can't take away from it. So adding in more real food that your body can recognize and process and use those nutrients that are in the food that you are ingesting is the best way to go. And when you're eating real food, your body will thank you for it, and it will get back to that normal state of how it is so beautifully designed to exist as. So it's very important to realize what it is that you're eating. And if you're eating a lot of processed food, like the standard American diet, a lot of people eat processed food of some sort, and fast food is processed food as well. That's something that people don't think about. They think, oh, it's fresh and hot. It's processed. It is processed. The best way to combat processed food syndrome, as I am going to call it, the negative impact and effects that it has on your body from consuming those type of non-real food items, is to start preparing foods that you make at home on your own. I know people always say, I don't have the time to do this, I don't have the time to do that. You have to make the time, because either you will find the time to cook a healthy meal every day, or you will find the time to have to deal with disease of some sort from your body telling you that what you have fed me has caused so much dis-ease within my body that it doesn't, within your body, that it doesn't know how to react. And it definitely affects the immune system. Your immune system, the majority of your immune system is in your gut. It's in your gut. So if you go in and you damage that by feeding your gut with foods that your body doesn't recognize, it's going to affect your immune system, and it causes this domino effect. So it's about thinking long term. Do you want to spend time at the stove cooking, in your kitchen, around family that you love and care for? Or do you want to spend time in doctors' offices, around people and nurses and hospital staff that are seemingly very cold and distant that you don't know? The choice is yours, but you have the choice. That's the beautiful thing about it. You have the choice to decide how you're going to consume foods, the quality of the foods that you consume. It makes a huge difference. Huge difference. So that is one of the main reasons that people find it really hard to lose weight. So if that's something you're doing, then I would definitely suggest that you take a step back, figure it out. If you need help figuring it out, I definitely would be up for helping to guide you through what that is and what that looks like for you. I do that with my clients currently as well, and I've done that with myself. I have definitely done that with myself. I used to eat a lot of crappy food that wasn't real, and once I got real with myself and started feeding my body with real foods and preparing food at home and being very mindful of the quality of the food that I'm eating, the realness of the food that I'm eating, the fact that it's Mother Nature made, not man processed, I started to lose weight. The weight literally, once I did that switch, it was just like, it was an amazing process to see the weight just kind of fall off. It really does start to fall off when you start eating the real food, and you feel better. Your mental clarity is so much better because you don't have this fake things that are flowing through your body that are become a part of your cellular makeup, because what you eat, what you consume, becomes a part of yourself at a cellular level. What we feed our bodies use to make new cells, to feed existing cells, to help with how our body moves, with lubrication, with how our muscles and our major organs are fed as well. And it starts with how real and authentic it is. So remember, Mother Nature made is the way to go. It's what's called clean eating, and when you get yourself out of the natural balance, the natural way that we are designed to live and exist in our world and our space that we occupy, things get out of balance. That out of balance is dis-ease, which is disease. Leads to a lot of autoimmunity diseases and what have you. I hope that information helps in some way. I I hope it provides you with a little perspective in terms of maybe you're struggling a little bit with losing weight and you can't figure out why. If you're eating processed food, pretty sure it's having some type of impact on your body, and it is impacting you at a very significant way. So give this video a thumbs up if you like the content, you want to see more content about diet and nutrition, about weight loss, some struggles that you may have that you may not know about, or just because you just like the content that was in this video. And don't forget to subscribe and comment down below, what is one of your favorite homemade meals? I'm interested to see what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. What is your favorite homemade meal? Thanks for watching. Bye. So let's get back to real food, guys. I feel like I am going to make a movement to get back to eating real food.